Hello, my dear friends. I'm glad to stop by again today to rub minds with you on the issues of life. And it's always a pleasure for me because I know that someone is thinking with me and that we could have a better life. Our present series is on battles of life. And to this point, we have said two historical events happened that ushered every human being onto the platform of battles, such that if you are not battle ready and you are not ready to fight, then you will surely have a miserable life in this present world today. If you're not ready to fight, you will have a difficult life in this present world today. But what are you fighting against? Let me first talk about these two events. The first was the fall of man, fall of Adam. If you compare the life in the garden with the life out of the garden, you will discover that the life out of the garden was a difficult one. It was a life full of sweat, it was a life full of difficulties, pain. But the life in the garden was a life full of grace. In fact, everything was created before man was even created. He was just supposed to take care of the garden and he will have the best quality of everything, right? The animal, the food, nothing was grown with chemicals as we do today. Everything was the top of quality. But when he fell, he was asked to leave that environment into the world where he had to live from the sweat of his forehead, and the woman had to bear children through intense labor pains. They had children. They had Cain and Abel. Abel killed Cain, Cain killed Abel, sorry, and became a wanderer, and his descendant finally became a polygamist, and that was the beginning of the human pain and tragedy. The human frustration and human confusion started from when Adam was sent out of the garden. The second painful historical event, according to the Bible, is the fall of Satan. Now, when he fell, he was pushed from heaven down to earth. According to Revelation 12, from verse 11 and 12, it says he came down in great rage, right? And he vowed to damage humanity because he knew that his time was very short. He vowed to cause a lot of pain to mankind because he knew that his case has been concluded, that he is for the lake of fire. And he wants to carry as many people along with him as possible. So he decided to take this journey of human destruction, recorded in John 10:10, that he came to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But what actually happened when the devil fell? If you understand it, then you appreciate why I said life is a battle, right? If you understand what happened was mysterious. What happened was when the devil fell, he distorted every principle that God had put for human uh, uprightness. Every principle that God had put for your sanity, the devil distorted, he twisted, and he misrepresented them. Let me give you an example. If you have a bowl of rice, uncooked rice, and a bowl of sand, distinctively they are clean. You can see them clearly, and you can easily do away with any of them. But if you take these two bowls and you take rice and mix into sand and you stir it well, and you are asked to now separate the grain of rice from sand, that's when you discover that it is serious work, right? And that's what has happened. That our understanding about life is like this new bowl mixed up with a bowl of rice and sand, mixed up such that some things that you believe are lies, and some things that you do with conviction are false, right? That's why some people think that beating their wife is correcting them. That's why some people think that loving their children more than the children of the neighbor is right. That is because of a muddled up, mixed up philosophies that we have about life, right? That is why some people think that harming other human beings is not harming themselves, right? So it's all of this is because when the devil fell, he decided to first destroy the values by which we are going to live, so that we become insane human beings, that we become abnormal. What we appreciate is not what we are supposed to appreciate, and what we die for is not what we're supposed to die for. And once he succeeded with this, it was easy to carry us along his course, because our value system became his value system. And that's why in Romans 1 they said God gave humanity over to a reprobate mind, a mind that is not thinking straight again. So that the things you are doing are the wrong things, and the things that you are avoiding are the correct things. So it now means that if you are starting the journey to become a normal human being, it is like selecting grain of rice from this mixture. You want to say, so you have to pick out all the grains of rice and then leave the sand alone. That is a very, very deliberate journey because you have to remake yourself, remake your philosophies, remake your standards for living. And that is a very serious job. And the world is not giving you the space to do the selection. The way the world is structured, it is not giving you the space to even sit down to do that selection. And so if you want to do it, you must win business. And that is why I say life is a battle. If you want to have a happy marriage, you must select, you must do the selection. Throw away everything that everybody believes. I remember when I started work, when I got my job and started working, my colleagues were asking me, "You are a single, why are you rushing home? When it is Friday, go out and drink." I had to select, I had to select, I had to select. And I know how tough that was. So my dear friends, I wish you all the best. Bye bye.